You have to press the little button that says record. This is a drink through.
This is a lame drink through. It's just like...
It's addendum.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Curiosity Public. My name Dutch.
My name Jules.
Deferential Dylan. You better get a new graphic.
Done with your graphics, man.
Yeah, you better do graphic.
All right,
Comment below if he doesn't do it. And send him messages every day. Until it gets done.
On the internet. Well, anyway, guys, welcome back here to a second drink through. One of our world famous drink throughs. Addendum. We should say addendum.
Addendum.
To the wild turkey drink through that we released not too long ago, because we've got 3 age-stated variations of wild turkey that were not in that drink through because we didn't have the bottles at the time, but we said, hey, you know what? Let's revisit this. So let's talk about what we got. We got the regular Wild Turkey 101, which we're going to start with to kind of get our palates set and acclimated to the Wild Turkey profile. We're then going to move into the export-only Wild Turkey 8-year 101, the export 12-year also 101,
Purple Rain,
and the export 13, which is 92 proof. What's the proof point on that one?
91.
91. I was close. Let's get started with Wild Turkey 101. I mean, familiar flavor for all of us, but it's a nice way to get our palate kind of ready.
It's been a while.
Didn't it win something? I don't remember.
It won your
heart.
I don't have a heart.
That is true.
That's why it won.
You're an android.
It is a shriveled black rock.
Nose on Wild Turkey 101.
Oh, wow. This is really great. It's really great.
It always surprises me just how good it is for $20.
Seriously, because you wouldn't think it to be so bright as it is for $20.
Yeah, right?
You know?
The brightness. It's the floral. Fruit, yeah. It's the fruit. You'd think wild turkey, it's like what was it? I think a couple of years ago, was it 5-7 years ago, where wild turkey had this issue with image. They thought that wild turkey was like the grandfather's drink. And so they were trying to, what do you kids call it? Jazz it up and bring it to the now. And so they try to change the bottle and all this kind of stuff. So
it's got a ball today.
Yeah,
It's on fire already. All right, guys, let's check the palate here.
Good base bourbon.
Good. Sweet. You know, it's always sweeter than I remember.
It is on the sweeter side.
There's a little bit of grain.
Yeah,
you could taste the grain
at the end.
So the grain hasn't been completely barreled out. So
and a little almost bit of sourness that comes with that grain at the end of the palate.
You can taste the wood component, so it's like an unaged, a little bit of raw harshness. Yeah, and so you get that,
but only at the end.
Mm-hmm. And you think with this, you think 6 year,
right?
Yeah. You taste these kinds of flavor components around that age, so solid for its price.
Fantastic,
right? I mean, compared to 95% of stuff on the market that are either sourced or weirdly distilled or aged.
This blows away a lot of $40 to $50.
95% of $40 to $75 bourbons, I'd say.
All right. Well, hey, let's move on to our first bottle in the addendum here.
Finally,
the Wild Turkey 8.
So Dutch and I tried this, right?
We did,
and it was everywhere.
Everywhere. It is a pretty easy thing to find in Asia. Look at that, 101. Aged 8 years. You can see on the back some of the local script.
ancient
hieroglyphics.
Local script.
Ancient royal line.
But let me get you guys bored here.
Of an ancient royal line.
On that trip, I found myself going back to this bottle quite a bit. I mean, we did a decent amount of damage. We did more damage to the 13.
I think we were kind of in a daze because I was kind of disappointed that I didn't buy like 30 bottles.
So price was around, what did we say, like around $30 to $40 roughly?
That's insane. We thought it was higher, but it was actually cheaper when I looked at the receipt.
Okay.
It came out around 35.
That's amazing.
So around $35.
Yeah.
8-year age stated, which, they say regular turkey is around 6.
This, yeah.
This is definitely nothing younger than 8.
Right.
of course, there could be older barrels blended in. So how different is the nose, guys?
More potent.
Whoa.
Just richer.
I think, yeah.
But in the same vein.
Yes.
To me.
I mean, you're still getting that brightness, but it's
what I like about this is it takes me back to when bourbon kind of sat on the shelf, you know, and it wasn't being purchased, and companies were going bankrupt, and all the Japanese companies were buying up of these, you know, legacy distilleries, and
it's like old school legacy bourbon,
right?
That was like it used to be 8 to 10 years, and now it's 5 to 7 years,
right?
Let's go in.
Cheers. Ooh.
You get more of the wood.
More of the wood for sure.
More of the wood.
More of the sweetness is a little richer. There's oak on the back end, for me.
Yeah, it's not the Elijah Craig, like the older Elijah Craig 18, where it's just like that really, really heavy oak.
It's almost like more like
Jack 12 oak.
It's almost more like the old Elijah Craig 12, the 94 proof one. It's kind of that still had a decent amount of oak.
I don't know. I mean, this is a little bit more than that.
You think
Elijah Craig 12, the older 94, it's not like this. It's not like this.
I mean, the flavor profile skews differently, but as far as I'm just talking about the amount of oak. It's kind of what I remember from that.
I mean, there's a little bit of
I'm getting it on the
caustic
finish.
component. There's a little bit of tannic. There's a little tannic finish. So
it definitely tastes older.
I mean, I think
no question.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I would say if I wanted a kind of an ideal Wild Turkey 101, it would be somewhere in the middle.
A 7-year.
Yeah. So
just top yours off with a little bit of this.
7. I know. Just
let's just see what happens.
Actually,
let's just
yeah.
Put a little of that on top. You guys can do your own amounts.
Oh, here, I'll do it.
Will it blend?
Isn't that trademarked?
Like drink through? Hey, you know what I saw? Somebody recently stole our taste off.
What?
Yeah, it's some guy that wears an ascot.
Oh.
Are you serious?
It's a part of his award system to have taste offs.
Are you serious?
Really?
Everybody rips us off, man.
Dude. Hey,
Comment below.
yeah, comment below. Whoever you are, you know, you are.
Doesn't Dylan wear ascots?
No, we're gonna call our Nick a lawyer here.
Or Dylan is an ascot.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's Epcot.
Yeah, on the nose. That's
Actually
not bad.
better. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. It's really good.
it's like just a nice way to bump up your 101. But they're kind of nice as distinct pieces, I think, too.
Yeah, it gives you a better journey.
I don't know if it's
No,
better.
it's not better. It's just mellowed out, dude.
I mean, it's good.
Sorry, you're talking?
Yeah.
It is better. It is better. It is better.
It is better. All right, well, let's kick
Man,
these up.
I'm mad. I
you had
can't
to
believe
fly halfway
this
across the world
nobody
just to get that?
stole our idea.
Huh?
I mean, you know,
That's not the first time.
it's kind
I
of
do believe
annoying,
Mr.
man.
I
Dylan,
do believe we did trademark
your gold
taste off.
suit
Yeah, who is this guy?
and your gold chalice.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, let's move on to the 12 here.
Man, it's like a gripe session, dude.
All right, pass on down the 12 year. So this is another export bottling. This one we actually purchased after it had been re-imported. So the price point was pretty high on it.
Yeah.
I'll try to put up the actual price paid for it. I think it was like
200.
190, 199 or something
200.
like
Yeah.
that. We don't need this box anymore.
Yeah.
Should you pay 200? No.
Let's take a look at the
Tell you
bottle.
right now.
Man, spoiler
Look
alert.
at that. It's got the nice purple motif, aged 12 years, 50.05, 700 milliliters. And as you can see there on the back, it does say it is re-imported. I wonder, where do you think it's from? If we peel this off, what kind of script do you think will be underneath it?
It'll be like opening
English.
the Ark.
Looks like Japanese.
Yes.
Maybe, or,
Oh, I see some boxes. Korean. He knows what.
we'll let our viewers decide.
No, that's all Japanese there. That's what I see. Jeez. Man.
Fooled
This
ya.
is what I have to deal with. This is
all right.
what I have to deal with.
So, Jules, I think, was it you and me? Or no, Dylan, it was you and me that cracked into this on a live, right?
Oh, wow.
it was
Dylan comes to lives?
One of your rare live stream appearances.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
Seriously.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I only come to the ones that actually,
Matter.
you know, where you have.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So
So it wasn't this one.
it doesn't cut it? All right, how's the nose?
Very pleasant. Very,
yeah.
very good. Amazing.
Now we're getting,
now
like,
it
deeper,
just
rich
kind
fruit,
of
you know?
opens up and
Oh,
it,
yeah.
This- the-
nice bouquet.
The floral is now almost overtaken by like berries and fruits.
Yeah, all that deep, rich fruit.
For our members of the CPU, I mean, the wild turkey, it's almost like you have like a seedling. You know, it's still inside
Youngling?
the egg. It's in the egg, and then this is kind of like you crack the egg open and everything just kind of flies out. Yeah, double yolk. Yeah, so
It's like a Kinder Egg.
I feel like it's like you're opening up this gift,
Like a Happy
and the aroma is phenomenal.
Yeah.
the remote.
It's delicious.
The Ramones?
All right, let's check the
He's
palate.
drinking anyway. What happened?
There's a little bit of a candy component, but everything is subdued.
Yeah.
Everything is
Sweetness
subdued.
is
Like,
less.
all the flavor was in the aroma.
Yeah.
None of it translated on the palate.
It's like a flat tire. It's kind of
That
like,
it can still run. Yeah, it runs your car, kind of, but it's like really janky.
yeah, and it's not like one of those fancy run flats like what Dutch has.
It's like rich to me. It's rich, but the flavors aren't good. It's like the flavors are all kind of mellow, but they're very like wide.
It's like Dutch's car.
There's a lot there.
It's like Dutch's car. It's all fancy, but then it's always have a flat
It's always
tire.
it's always on the back of a U-Haul truck.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the 4-cylinder inside the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Dude,
something.
no, this is really mellow, man.
But what I mean is like the breadth is like
it's
some heft to it.
expanse. Yeah.
It's like a well-aged, boring bourbon.
Yeah.
It's like it's boring, but it's like it's got a lot of stories, but the stories are all boring.
I mean, now that I've been I tasted the Jack 12s and all these kinds of things where we felt that there was a little bit of too much over oaked components. This is definitely not as over oaked.
No.
But
You can still get the oak
you
on
still
the
get
finish.
the oak on the finish.
But it's okay with the balance. It needs like a brighter component on the palate. It has it on the nose.
It has
but
on
the nose.
The nose is such an amazing
plays.
invitation. The nose plays. But yeah, palate.
Yeah, I
what
love
happened,
the nose.
dude?
Palate is just too. I mean, it's just it's a case of just not being properly balanced for me.
Like the nose, I would take this over the others.
Definitely.
But the palate, I would actually go back to the
Yeah.
I think
to the
I'm with
8-year.
you with the 8.
I mean, the 8-year gives me really
Because-
bold, very distinct flavors of
it has-
fruits, summer fruits, floral components.
And the oak is better balanced. Like
Yeah.
there's a good sweet hit that counteracts the oak. This doesn't really have that.
No.
I don't like the finish as much because I feel
the
like
8?
this has because it has that tannic component. This has less tannic
The
component,
finish is better on this. The finish is longer.
but it's not necessarily better in terms of the flavor.
It's just boring.
It has less tannic.
It's boring.
But it's just one-dimensional
Yeah.
in terms of the finish, and so it's what was it? Your friend Jeff would say, "Meh." That's
Your friend, Jeff.
his response. I don't have friends.
It's true. We're actually not Dylan's friends.
Exactly.
We're his enemies.
Concubines.
Wow, that took completely different direction.
That's where Dutch goes.
I thought you were Dutch's toady. Say yeah. Wow.
We actually did get mistaken as a gay couple once.
Right.
When we were
Oh my God.
Nothing
we're
wrong
picking up
with
the humidor. The guy's like, "Oh, are you guys a couple?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
I said, yeah.
"No, we're a
Same
couple."
thing.
We're here together.
Same thing, right? I mean,
When you guys got the honeymoon suite.
yeah, we were abroad, and they're like, "You guys,
That's pretty much all this is in
Thailand.
and I was like, "Excuse me, what?"
Those aren't pillows.
The thing is, this is really nice to sip on at the same time. It goes down easy.
But not for the price.
Way too expensive, and it's for that. I mean, if this was $50 you'd be like, yeah, I get it. But when you got Knob Creek 12 sitting on the shelf at $60,
Yeah.
which is maybe a little bit of a better balanced approach than this, I don't know.
I also think that the 12-year was better in the past. I mean, like, I think back to...
Like the old ones that were aged.
Yeah. Do you remember Shogo?
Yes.
Shogo. Shout out. I don't know where you are these days, but hope you're still in, where you are. Can't tell you where. But, I think he brought one of these as a gift one time.
I think you're right.
And so I just remember it being brighter and richer and the finish being better.
I don't remember being as bored.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like rose-colored glasses, though. You don't really
Totally.
know.
but I mean,
No. That does not happen to me.
It happens to me.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
So I think everything was better.
I don't look back and reminisce and go, everything was better, just because
Let's
you think that.
move on to the 13 so we can reminisce about the other ones we just
I'm a
tasted.
cranky old man, dude. Everything new sucks.
All right, pass on down to 13.
Finally.
So now we are dropping proof here. Okay, so let's take a quick look here. That's the box. Who cares about the box? Let's open this up.
We're dropping a lot, dude. 91.
Yeah. I mean, 10 proof points.
Wow, what happened to half the bottle, Dutch?
Whatever, dude. You and I killed this. Almost killed this.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Great looking bottle. I like this motif,
The venue, the fact that this bottle is available everywhere
For how much?
for less than $100. It was about $90.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a steal.
And I was like, it's here. And you know what's hilarious? We were bargain hunting. Dutch was like, "Oh, I think we can get it for like $6 less. So let's go to that other place."
did.
And we did.
Wow.
That's how it is. It's just readily available.
Yeah, readily available. Kind of the old school label, which I think looks so cool.
We should have filmed ourselves doing the hunting bit.
I know.
I was just jet lagged and sleepy.
Yeah, right. I've seen that footage. It's like, the vendor's like, I got mouths to feed, man. I don't care.
I got 5 kids. All right.
Oh wow!
How's the
this
nose,
is
guys?
so beautiful.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, berries extraordinaire.
No, but there's also I'm getting like peanut butter kind of.
This is
Thickness,
good
you know?
for Jules
peanut butter
because this is the first time.
And
It's
berry.
like, like a berry jam. Yeah.
You mean peanut butter and jelly?
PB&J?
But a specific kind of jelly. That's what it's not like grape jelly. It's like
Yeah, like
blueberry.
Peanut butter jelly.
Okay. You like your peanut butter jelly?
I love this
That's
nose.
good.
This is far and away the best nose.
Yes.
Amazing how much better it is than the 12.
Complex. Very, very complex. It's very distinct. You get the peaches. You get the berries. You get the grape. You get the grape skin. You get
Peanut butter.
You get the
pastry.
jam versions of this. You get the stewed fruit components of this. All of that just presented to you in this wonderful bouquet. It's amazing.
And no tannic oak or anything.
No tannic oak. I mean, you get a.
You don't really get oak at all, really. To me.
There's kind of a sour thing.
You know what I love about this? It's like
Everything.
It's like when I go to Napa, and I'm picking the grapes off the vine, and
your vineyard.
just that skin, the juice that comes from it. It's just beautiful. I love this. I love this.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go in. See how it is on the palate.
Oh yeah. Even though it's lower proof, it's more elegant.
Yes.
It's
The
better.
mouthfeel.
It's richer.
It's rich. The mouthfeel is phenomenal.
It has the same amount of oak as the 12, but it's almost like it's spread out.
It's more elevated.
It's spread out from the beginning of the palate to the end of the palate, and it's balanced better with the fruit. The fruit comes through on the palate here. It is still a lot of oak.
I also, I think Dylan hit it on the head for me is the mouthfeel, because this is really oily compared to the other ones. Like, it's so buttery.
I thought the mouthfeel on the 12 was pretty good too.
So for
But not like this.
Not like this.
It doesn't coat like this.
So for our Scotch drinkers who dabble in the high age categories, when you go through the ages, like over time, you start elevating the number of years on that bottle. You're purchasing the mouthfeel experience, and this right here at a $90 price, you get some of that. It's not perfect that you see. But man, this
But you also
close.
didn't break the bank to experience
This comes
it.
really close. And if you want to talk about mouthfeel in a bourbon, like this would be a good example for me. Like you don't typically talk about mouthfeel as much because we've talked about that within the context of blended scotches and single malts and things like that. And bourbon does, tends to be a little bit more bold, and that's not something that comes to mind. But this, for me, the first thing that came to mind, even though I was really focused on the flavor, was the mouthfeel. It was amazing. Yeah.
It's very elegant. It's a very
That's
elegant
what I'm
pour.
saying. It's
And
like
I took my second sip here, and just the journey it takes you on, the fruits that come through, the oak that comes. It's a journey of flavor.
Yeah.
That's what I really, really enjoy about it.
I want to talk about.
That's why it's not boring, and that's why the oak doesn't become a problem. It's because there's so much other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Whereas with the 12, it's like
It's in your face too much.
Some hints, and then just oak.
Yeah, I love the kind of the 18-year mark in scotches, just because the mouthfeel component starts to come in, and I feel like I'm paying for that. I'm getting this at the 13-year mark for Wild Turkey, so hats off.
Yeah, what an exquisite.
I'm not sure if we should release this video because I'm worried that. Well, I'm okay with our CPU going out and getting it, but hopefully no one else watches this.
We were able to pay $100 at market where we were. How much would you pay for this if you're here in the U.S. and you want to order it from overseas? You know, and
I mean, they could. Well, I don't know if I should say the price because I don't want them to jack up the prices.
No, we paid $100, right?
Yeah, but it's worth more than that to me. Like I would pay more than
$200.
Yeah, it's close.
I was gonna say, I think swap these
the elegance
in terms
factor,
of price, is
like,
worth it.
You know, when I think about Russell 13,
This is so much better.
You know, Russell 13 is more concentrated for sure, but it doesn't have the elegance that you want, even though it's a 13-year. There's there's a lot of oak and there's a lot of caustic things blended into it. This is like a refinement. This is where like you go, oh man, this company is really wanting to elevate their brand, and this is kind of their showcase presentation. So I love this.
That's what it really feels like. It feels like a showcase.
Yeah.
This feels like a Wild Turkey showcase.
Yeah, I'm really sad now. I feel like we need to go back and buy
Get more.
I think next time I'm just going to fill my bag with it.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of annoyed that I forgot to buy more at 108. Not 108.
The 8 year. Yeah.
But I think I'm just going to go buy more of these.
Yeah.
$90? I mean,
it's really good. I mean, I feel like with the 8, it's an elevation over the 101, but I don't know that it's groundbreaking the way.
Yeah. This is good enough to me. Like I wouldn't miss this.
This gets
as
most
much.
of the way there.
Yeah. If I finish my bottles of this,
when you finish your bottle, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna be very sad, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys, we need to go."
It's like I'm going to Korea.
Let's get on a plane.
We need to go and get some. Anyway, this is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I love it.
really amazing. I think the clear message here, though, to Wild Turkey is, guys, just release these in the U.S., man. Come on.
Just release this in the U.S.
See, I don't know though, because I feel like if they release the 13-year, they would release this as like a $299.
Yeah, $300
like
bottle.
You know, sure. Russell's Camp Nelson C level of prices.
If they could release the Wild Turkey 13, even at like a once or twice a year release for $99, that would just destroy everything. That's like a mic drop move.
Yeah, but
by Wild Turkey.
Secondary is going to be $300. You're screwed. You're never going to get it.
If they can produce it at volume, you know.
But then, wouldn't you think that the elegance would drop?
This bottle, they need to release this exact flavor profile. Everything. It's perfect the way it is. So
yeah.
All right. Well, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Hopefully, we see that, but we may not. We probably won't. In the meantime, if you're traveling abroad and you happen to see these bottles, now maybe you'll have at least a little bit of information from us. Jules.
Tell us what you think in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. Either way, let us know how you feel about this episode. Hit that subscribe button for more videos from Curiosity Public. If you want to help us out, please consider joining Curiosity Private. It's our membership program here on YouTube and also on Patreon. We are also selling t-shirts. Links will be in the description. And we have a podcast out there. May not have new podcast episodes up to date, but it is out there. I apologize for that. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
Amazing. You know what I want right now? I want to eat some of those ribs with this.
Oh, those ribs? The flame ribs? Yeah.
Flame ribs, yeah.
Those ribs with this would be better than the highball you had with it?
I think so. Mm-hmm. I think so. I think we would be completely inebriated just eating Rib after rib after rib.
This is the kind of bottle that, like, if the three of us were hanging out, we'd kill.
Oh, it's done. It'd be done. It'd be done.
We'd kill it.
Yeah.
Just kill it.
I mean, Dutch and I were drinking like highballs.
Yeah.
And it was still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suntory highballs.
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds amazing.
This is so delicious.
It's annoying, though.
This is delicious.
This should be available here. It should be available. It just should be. Like, Knob Creek has a 12-year regular release. Why can't Wild Turkey put out this 13-year?
They probably could, but I mean, maybe
Get rid of all the other crap. Get rid of all the Russells, everything.
Right? And then just
Russell's
focus
Get rid
on
of
these.
these. Get rid of these two.
Yeah.
And just put this out
focus on
everywhere.
this, put it, yeah.
And then do something else for foreign markets.
just this and
so
this.
true.
Yeah. What amazing bookends. This is your $20 one. That's your $80 one.
That's so cheap for
They
this.
would destroy the market.
They would destroy
They would
exactly
destroy the market.
They would.
I want to see
Would they destroy their business?
I don't know. Depends on how much...
They're owned by Keaton, right?
Yeah.
So
But still.
delicious.